Good morning. We have officially made it to Friday. My name is Amelia Lee here with you on this April 4th at 6:01, and it is time to check in with meteorologist Megan Dusmal on this first alert weather day. And I know, Megan, we had those tornado warnings in parts of the viewing area, tornado watches, severe thunderstorm warnings as well yesterday and throughout those nighttime hours that night as well. What are we looking at in our Friday and the weekend to come?
Well, for today, we're looking at storm chances. Severe storm chances are less likely today, much less likely than yesterday. And as we look at that live pinpoint Doppler radar, we can start to see where most of the lightning is this morning as we're traveling towards Martin County. That's where we're seeing the most lightning in the area, as well as portions of Mingo County. Lightning count is about 54 over the past 15 minutes. Now, we do have more lightning chances in the area and more lightning chances on the way as this system that spans from Bowling Green to Danville makes its way to our border. Here's a look at those temperatures this morning, though, because we do have some warmer temperatures as we're traveling more towards the south, looking at 70s already this morning, looking 50s as we travel more towards that border. 56 Monticello, 57 Somerset, 56 for Irvin. And here's a look at those high temperatures for today. We'll be sitting in the 80s for most of the area. Low to upper 80s is that range, with the exception of Moorhead in the low 70s and Logan in the upper 70s. We'll be seeing those temperatures warm up throughout the day, hitting the high around that 5 o'clock mark. Again, we have a big difference in those high temperatures today, but the moral of the story is it's going to be abnormally warm, as normally we are sitting in the mid 60s for high temperatures. Amelia.
As Megan said, severe storms impacted much of the state yesterday, leaving some without power and others with destroyed property. I spent the day in hard-hit Estill County. A tornado warning likely woke people up in Estill County early Thursday morning.
The phone went off. It was blaring saying there was a tornado warning to find shelter, to go to the basement if you have one.
William Powell sent WYMT this video. You can see lightning flashing through the sky and hear the rumbling of thunder.
I looked outside and there was lightning in the distance. It looked insane. I've never seen it. It was like a strobe light. I've never seen anything like it before. You could see everything. It was like every couple seconds, like the sun was out.
Parts of the Kentucky River flooded and downed branches became hazards in the roads, with many saying the wind was what scared them the most.
The wind started coming in. There was like a telephone pole and it started like moving a little bit. So I was like, okay, maybe I should start going inside now.
City officials were up all night long with reports of power outages in some areas, but so far, no reports of injuries.
We just want people to stay aware of the weather. I know it's going to be a tough few days, but stay aware, keep yourself safe.
The Estill County Emergency Management Director says he is on high alert in case more storms threaten the county in the days to come. Flooding was also reported in parts of Pulaski County yesterday. The weather kept emergency officials in the county busy with severe storms moving through the area. Emergency Management Director Chris Mason says his team is working to keep the public informed and is encouraging the use of the Code Red app.
Most people have 10 different apps downloaded on their phone. They have different weather warnings and whatnot. So what Code Red basically does is it's one of those things where it will go off anytime, day or night, and sort of give you a sense of, okay, something's going on that has set this system off.
Mason says while there has not been major damage, officials remain on alert. More storms are expected through the weekend with the potential for flooding in certain areas. His message to the public, stay informed and avoid driving through standing water. Crews are keeping a close eye on water levels overnight and into the weekend. High water was already being reported in several counties yesterday afternoon. The Floyd County Sheriff's Office has military-grade trucks ready to go in case of an emergency. Ariana Mintz has a look.
I'm here on a military-grade truck that the Floyd County Sheriff's Office has prepped and ready to go in case of a water rescue.
Yeah, that's my kid to say we don't have time to wait on the government. We just go to Copperhead Gun or Pop Chevrolet and he puts us in whatever we need to get the job done, and this is what he's come up with.
Armed with flashing lights and supplies to help out, deputies are ready to go out when flooding strikes.
So having, two military trucks going at once, I mean, it's a lot quicker for us to get there versus boats.
With parts of Floyd County already experiencing high water and impassable roads, Sheriff John Hunt telling us how these military-grade trucks are ready to jump into action.
They're here for our use during what we thought might be impending bad weather coming again. So, but in the last day or so, we've been getting them ready and getting them stocked with supplies, and here we are, waiting it out.
Deputies using these trucks during the February flooding, showing just how much they can handle and how well they drive in high water.
Irreplaceable, absolutely irreplaceable.
Sheriff Hunt says these trucks are multi-purpose, but specialized for high water.
The sheriff's office says they have a total of 3 military trucks that are ready to go out in case of any emergency. Ariana Mintz, WSAZ, Floyd County.
The Sheriff Department says they don't own the trucks, but are able to use them as needed to help out. Some roads in Laurel County were flooded yesterday afternoon. London Fire Department officials reported Tobacco Road and portions of East 4th Street were impassable. They are urging everyone not to travel through moving water. Officials in Leslie County are preparing for the possibility of families being trapped by high water for the second time in less than 2 months. Officials with Leslie County Emergency Management say they have been watching the radar closely and are preparing for anything. They urge those in flood-prone areas like Confluence to do the same.
Just in case the electric does go off and there is no water, city water, which is what we experienced this last time, it was a three-way whammy. You had the flood, you had the no electric, and then no water, no city water, and so it was pretty desperate.
Officials say you should have plenty of food, water, and a backup generator for possible emergencies. Leslie County officials say they are ready for any weather that may come their way. Parts of Louisville were also hit hard by last night's storms. One of the hardest hit areas was Jeffersontown. Aerial footage shows roofs ripped off, large buildings, and debris scattered everywhere. No deaths were reported. The mayor of Louisville declared a state of emergency. He said floodgates near the Ohio River are going up in preparation for incoming flooding. Officials with the National Weather Service say because of recent staffing cuts, they likely won't confirm some tornadoes the Commonwealth for days. They say storm crews won't be able to send staff out to do any damage surveys until after severe weather moves out. The agency did not say if the staffing issues were caused by cuts by the Trump administration's Department of Government Efficiency. And here are some photos we received from folks impacted by severe weather in eastern Kentucky. If you look at your screen, you can see a picture from a viewer out of Breathitt County. High water caused issues in the Kurt Road area of Jackson. And another photo, it's out of Lee County now. This one was taken by the judge executive in the Crestmont Road area. We do understand that a local state of emergency was declared for that county.
This morning, we're kind of seeing a split between our northern counties and our southern counties. As you're looking at temperatures, our southern counties are seeing warmer in the 70s even as you're traveling towards Jacksboro, Middlesboro, and Harlan. And looking at 50s more towards north, 55 in Ashland, 57 in Moorhead. Now, as we head into the afternoon, we'll kind of see that that gap bridge a little bit, looking mostly in the 80s, but as you travel more towards the north, it is a little bit chillier. We're looking in the low 70s for Moorhead, upper 70s for Logan, and low 80s for Irvin and Prestonsburg. Still very warm for this time of year. We're also seeing a difference as we're traveling to that light pinpoint Doppler radar, seeing that the northern counties are looking at rain this morning, and we'll continue to see rain chances through the next couple of hours, whereas our southern counties are having, again, another break from the rain, especially since our Virginia counties have barely gotten any rain over the past 2 days. Now, here's a look at the next 12 hours as those temperatures warm up. We'll hit that high around 5 o'clock today. We do have more chances of storm as you're heading into the afternoon, and then another chance tonight leading into your Saturday. Amelia.
Thanks, Megan, and thank you for joining Mountain News this morning. We have more news on the way. The deadline to get a Real ID is approaching as some cities begin to prepare by opening centers to get your new identification.